Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. We have already started here. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from
Shapes to shoot! And it's a goal!
well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Celtic penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
Drogba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That is Stuta! Oh, that was no routine save.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Celtic with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Serginho. And it's Ruben Neves. Serginho. Beckham. And it's Drogba. Fiddles it through. Oh, he's through the middle. Celtic leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That has not gone well. Julie.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Somewhat off target. Chance! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And that's definitely not his best. Couldn't squeeze it through. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's a key interception. He's in here! Koopmeiners. Costa Corta. Here's Koopmeiners. Now it's Ribéry. He's found a way through. Koopmeiners. And he was alert to it. Danger averted for now. Ribéry producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. A few interesting forays forward, but so far they haven't amounted to much. Chance! Goal! Milan!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Costa Corta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And claimed it back swiftly. Costa Corta. Koopmeiners. Ribéry. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, this is intriguing.
And here's Colomwani. Oh, no joy this time.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Reinders. Serginho. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well read, and the danger is averted. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision.
Real chance! Musa. Yildiz. Loftus-Cheek, who's set up one goal so far. And here's... has a goal! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe!
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Serginho will play through for the wide man. Minus. Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And here's Batistuta. Now there's a probing ball. Tomori spots it and intercepts. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Ribery. He is through here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. No, that's been intercepted.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Nakata. And the half-time whistle goes. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Milan in control at half-time, 2-0.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 18, numero 10.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Il numero 7, il numero 5.
Kyle Walker.
Il numero 19. Cambiasso.
And he's intervened well there. Ribery, given the lift of his goal. Chiesa looks to get on the end of this. And it's Batistuta.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really...
Shapes to shoot! And it's in! The second half sparks straight into life. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
That'll be a throw. That has been cut short. Ribery. He's had a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Yildiz. And Serginho. Close. There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's an excellent interception. And he's there to get it away. Yildiz under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the...
And the shot! Goal!
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 4.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Lasciano il campo per
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Attenzione,
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Milan are looking to break at pace. Rafael Leao. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, Wukaramwani! It's in! Back to within one! Interesting! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Oh, there's the clearance. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Can he finish? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Rafael Leao just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Milan with the corner, they're first. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Into the last quarter of an hour. Floated through. Rafael Leao! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Milan really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
In for a header! They've scored! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! What a great header, got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's lofted through here. Brilliantly cut out. And that could set him on his way. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And they've got rid.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And that is expertly dealt with. Serginho. Big header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And more, and more, and more. And the lead is extended still further. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Tries a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, great chance! Really well taken goal. Surely now they are well and truly out of sight.
Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And that will be the final act. Perfect result. So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Serginho, Batistuta, Ruben Diaz getting this one clear. Oh, no joy this time. Jim, which player is looks best equipped for this game.
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon and one of the very best. That's high praise indeed, and we've seen some great flashes, but he still has a long way to go to fulfill all of that.
He rises! They just took too long getting forward.
Julie simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Beckham. Hakimi. Julie. Terrific header. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that, and we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
And that is as far as they're going to go. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective. Oh, what a mistake! Looking for the runner. Now it's Torres. Julie. No, he's not getting past him there. First quarter of an hour gone. Celtic have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. We expected better, and so did he. And the pass is intercepted.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Ruben Neves looking to play it into the box. Celtic with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, it's Beckham. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Upamecano calmly anticipates. Always onto this. Van de Ven. He's in plenty of space here. And it's hoisted clear. And he's quick to snatch it back. And he's in on goal. Shot a goal! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Alexander-Arnold, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Serginho. Alexander-Arnold. 30 minutes gone. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Shot could be on. Drogba. Chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Fenerbahce were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Nuno Mendes. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Drogba, he's had a shot! Goal! Fenerbahce! Fenerbahce take the lead!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Fenerbahce are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that was not the case. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Alexander-Arnold does well to get it back. And it's Dembele. Oh, that's a key interception. Shifted upfield. Beckham. De Ligt. Gets his pass away. Good ball over the top. Oh, look at the space here. Now the finish! Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And he's only too grateful. He's going for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Interesting ball. The most accurate pass. There's the whistle for half-time. Celtic head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. So your views on the first half?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And so we're off again.
Celtic have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Clips it so gently. Ruben Dias. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's just the goalkeeper's a bit chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 3 coming up. Can he finish? That's a half-decent try. Julie. Drogba. And now they can clear their lines. Serginho. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Drogba. Hakimi spots it and intercepts. Julie aims beyond the defence. Great chance! Goal! Celtic! And the comeback is complete.
Celtic clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And now he has 2.
substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Celtic take the lead.
And they deserve great credit for turning things around.
Tries a shot! Oh, and another try! And it's in! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Drogba. Now that's a fine challenge. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. Celtic really could have done without this. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. And that's one back. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
The attendance for this match was 71.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Great hit! It's in! And this is getting better and better.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Celtic take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill it.
And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, this looks sharp. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's been won straight back. And the ball's gone astray. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Some front-footed pressing going on here. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution in progress.
Fenerbahce have their second corner now. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Celtic are looking to go forward now. Throw it. Has a look and place it forward. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Judy. Mbappe kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Del Piero. It's Beckham. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! He should have put that one away.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. He may well regret that, you know.
Substitution on the field.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Number 18, Dfigen. Number 27, Serginho. Number 7, Beckham. Number 13,
Mendes clears it away.
on the field. Number 10,
Fenerbahce have the chance to go the other way.
Mbappe. Number
That has
26,
been cut short.
Savinho.
And now the breakaway.
Number 22,
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Gallagher.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Van der Vaart. Van der Vaart is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chip through, neatly clipped into space.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Lovely bit of skill. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe, he can run onto that. Bellingham! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Well, Emmanuel Petit has got to be one of the most technically gifted midfield players there are anywhere. You would give anything for his sort of influence in your team, wouldn't you, Jim?
Big fan. I've always been a big fan. Defensively, extremely capable. He has an excellent work rate on and off the ball, but he doesn't get too much attention for his aggressive midfield presence. And I always feel that he's someone that can leave a foot in, not in a bad way, but just in a strong way.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. Beckham! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Celtic with the corner. They're first. Adams can get it clear. Has a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Celtic have their second corner now. There's the shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Great position here. Oh, that's fabulous. And that should get the job done. Taken back almost at once. Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Serginho. Julie. And Solot. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That was very necessary. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he latch on to this? Solot tries a shot! Sticks it away! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero!
Celtic clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Van de Ven. Beckham. He could be in here. Julie. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Solot. Nicely worked. And he's intervened well there. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have...
Great hit! Oh, it's come loose. Van de Ven. Ruben Neves. Hakimi. And Serginho. Now it's Beckham. That is good strength. The fullback is in acres of space here. That's going to go a long way. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, easy pickings there. And that interception was most necessary. Real chance! And he's quick to get it clear again. Juni. Oh, such a clever touch. Beckham. He rises! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
No way through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Conte. Surlot. The message is clear. None shall pass. Conte. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from
Just a
here
quick
when they can
announcement. It is
repeat
now
their
time
first
for our
half
special
success with
lottery.
another
Please
show
grab
of
the tickets
strength?
you were given when you were walking through the gate.
Celtic are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And we're underway again. Conte. And it's Beckham. Driving forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And he was quick to react. Oh, that's well spotted. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. There's the hit! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. That was a given, it always was.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
A case now of complete control. Adams gets across to intercept that. Defending was strong and firm. Upamecano. Hakimi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Can he finish? Serginho.
Celtic are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
For Conte. Surlot. Upamecano with the foul.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for... Oh, that's disappointing. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Number 10.
Osimhen looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Ruben Neves. Coming on the field. Number 90.
Petit.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Osimhen.
He's
Number
under lots of
39.
pressure there.
Bruno Griezmann.
Beckham has
The
created
attendance
one
for
goal
this
already.
match was
Serginho.
71,649.
Costa Curta makes the interception. Celtic are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Koundé.
Celtic are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Beckham. Kimmich. Pressing high and with purpose. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Strong running down that left flank. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's found a way past. Big chip has a go! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Deftly away. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's looking to set free a runner. Now that's well seen too. Almost ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Hakimi. Bruno Guimaraes. Kante was in no mood for any of that. Serginho. Koundé. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's been caught on it. He's had a shot. Now this could be it. And he's following up. And somehow he kept it out.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Corner number 3 coming up. And now they can spring out of defence. He's gone for goal! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
Oh, important interception. Well read, nice interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Now it's Solot.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Just 5 minutes left. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good ball over the top. Mbappe! Serginho shapes to shoot! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper. Kante simply refused to be outdone there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Serginho. Oh no, what has happened here? Solot. And that will be it. Celtic pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness,
Please turn your attention to the
relentlessness.
screen for information provided by
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And already we're underway here. Good play on the left-hand side here. Serginho, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a shade optimistic. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Plays it in low, and he's cleared it out of harm's way, and it's Neymar. And here's Mbappe. He could be in here. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Chance! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
So, a breakthrough already. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. Quarter of an hour played. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looks a good ball through. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Torres. Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's had it taken off him.
Celtic are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best.
Batistuta, and the shot! He has done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
That has hit one! Goal, Milan! And they're back in front! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking for options for movement. Serginho. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Fiddles it through. Now it's Batistuta. Skims one in. And he's taking no chances there. Hoisted in. Big header! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Neymar goes pelting down that left-hand side. Great ball, and he's in here. Shot a goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Upamecano was in no mood for any of that. Serginho. Oh, super find. And he's away. Batistuta! And that is a little undercooked. Oh, that's a fine interception. And the pass is intercepted. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Milan are looking to go forward now. Mbappe. Oh, a delicate chip. Oh, he's been caught napping. Upamecano. Beckham looks to get on the end of this. That's Ruben Neves. João Neves. Mbappe.
Ci sarà un minuto di
Ruben
recupero.
Neves. Van der Ven cuts out the pass. Serginho.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2-1. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Celtic can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
There's the hit! Oh, split-second reaction.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
Celtic have their second corner now. Cleared without complication. Hakimi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Goulet. Beckham. Good driving run. Can he put it away? He scores! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better. Celtic clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Could be danger here. João Neves. Now it's Messi. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's a sharp little ball here. He's had a shot! Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Milan go into the lead. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Oh, he's bustling through here. Serginho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Short changes him with that pass. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. No, he's just misjudged that one. Serginho. Beckham. That pass has been well intercepted. Goulet. Goulet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Serginho. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi carries the ball down the right. Messi with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
He's in here! Mbappe! Sticks it away! Two to the good! They have breathing space! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And yes, it's him again.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 18, Fernando Torres. Viene sostituito.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Szoboszlai wins the duel this time. He's beaten the last man. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, it's Dembele. Hakimi cuts it out. Passing is crisp and sharp. Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's intervened well there. And here's Dembele. Mbappe. And he's straight offside. Goulet. Neymar, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Szoboszlai. Shapes to shoot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that's been great chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Into the last 5 minutes. Backward it goes. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
João Neves. And it's Neymar. Hakimi gets across to intercept that.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, look at this decent hit! It's in! Deep into injury time! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. So it's down to business here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi, and here's Raul. Pedri. Traumeri. Luis Suarez. Tries a shot! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Great chance! He scores! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Hakimi. Can he finish? Well, now Beckham!
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again.
He's had a hit! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Traumeri. And it's Batistuta. That looks a good ball through. He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Chance! Goal! Celtic! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Celtic go into the lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. The pass has gone astray. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, that was close. Lobbed in behind. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. There's the shot! He's got a goal!
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Almost half an hour in now. And he skips past his man. That's gone loose. Well, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. He's beaten the last man. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Serginho. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. There's a sharp little ball here. Celtic look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Pedri. Celtic heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Messi, who does have an assist to his name. He's gone for goal! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's there! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Celtic take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
3 minutes at a time.
He's tried one! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Serginho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
This possibly the last play of the half. In for a header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Ruben Neves. Oh, and And the shot! Good effort, and it is right on half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Celtic, he's having a go! That was superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Celtic have their third corner. No way through, so back it comes. Hakimi. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. And now they can spring out of defence. Defence opting here for strength in numbers. Julie going face-to-face with his great rival. Luis Suarez with 2 goals already to his name. Adams. And that could set him on his way. Picked out brilliant, great hit! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Batistuta deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Davis. And he was quick to react. Bellingham. And here's Batistuta. Oh, important interception. Hits one! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And it's Batistuta. Batistuta! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
And now he has 2. So now the difference is 3. It's a sharp pass. It's Beckham. He has found a way through. Nice bit of trickery. Batistuta. Adams. Pedri. So what can they make of this? Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Batistuta. Messi. And it's Luis Suarez. Oh, played right into his path. This might spell danger.
Look, it's a run defence is this like, but the timing.
Decent hit! And somehow he kept it out.
Substitution on the field. Number 13. Bellingham.
We have got changes here for both sides, in fact.
Number 9. Beckham. Substitution
Messi.
taking place.
Celtic are looking to go forward now. Now that is tidy, really tidy. Oh, easy pickings there.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Beckham, and here's Raul. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Shot at goal! In for the pieces! Now that was quite some save.
Celtic just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
They're up to 5 corners now. It's a mighty effort! And another try! And he seemed certain to get the 6th.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Corner count is rising. That's 6. And now a sudden chance to counter. That is a crunching tackle. Beckham. And they can counter here. Pedri. Raul. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Pedri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Raul. He's through, now is he in? Now it's Pedri. Might be taken. Real chance! Oh, that's a waste.
Messi reacted so well to bring that ball under control. Looked easy too.
Kimmich. And Upamecano. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Hakimi. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Is there any support? He might not need it. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. That's been cut out. Well played. Upamecano. Gets into some space. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And he's managed to get free. That's an excellent interception. And they can counter here. Batistuta takes control of it and he's on the move. He's played him through. Defending of the desperate variety. They've got a corner here. Celtic with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's got tall. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Batistuta. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Just eases him off the ball. Serginho. Batistuta. He's had a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Looking for options for movement. And there's green grass ahead of him. Cleared without complication. Julie. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor.
And the finish! It's a loose ball. And one more try!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Always onto this. He's picked his way through, and Batistuta! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority.
There's the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Serginho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Deftly away. Szoboszlai. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. They've got to be quick to recover this.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is a little undercooked. Batistuta. Half an hour played now. Well, played right into his path. Real chance! just not quite happening for him just now.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
And now they can spring out of defence. Adams with a fine tackle. Serginho.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Oh, he's been caught napping. More and more pressure on the ball here. Batistuta looks to get on the end of this. Vinicius Junior. It's a sharp pass. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Julie! Corner number 4 coming up here. In with a header! Batistuta! And that has been clubbed away. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, that's an inviting ball. It's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's hoisted clear. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal. But it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. Reflections on the first half?
Well, the goal attempts are coming thick and fast, but so far there's nothing to show for it. I think the manager will be pretty happy with his team's performance. He just needs a little more craft and guile.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Here we go again then.
Celtic are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Julie. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Hits one! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, split-second reaction.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And the shot! Corner number 3 coming up. Beckham is there to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, super find. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, nicely intercepted. And there's green grass ahead of him. Brilliantly cut out. And he's gone backward here. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. That has been cut short. Mbappe. Batistuta. Pickford will lay claim to that.
Batistuta.
Batistuta, and Batistuta! He scores! And finally he has breathed life into the game.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Number 4,
So the first moment of real significance.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Batistuta.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Hakimi. That's really nicely played. Mbappe. It looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Always onto this. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Now the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Batistuta. Number 27, Serginho. Number 22, Sebastian. Number 4, Ruben Neves.
Osimhen.
Number 7,
That's good defending, very good defending. Barcelona are looking to go forward now.
Number 90, Mbappe.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Number 30, number 39.
And it's Ruben Neves. There's the
Number
hit!
26,
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Substitution.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire.
Tries a shot! It's in! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that. Celtic really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
And that is out of play. Can he get onto this? And that's not going to reach.
Julie.
That pass has been well intercepted. Shifted upfield. Hakimi. He's a sharp little ball here. He's going to be disappointed with that. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
There will be 3 minutes at
Oh, that's a key interception. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He's looking for the runner here. Back into the middle. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Bruno Guimaraes. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day.
Please make sure to watch the screen.
So
for an
Jim, how do you
information
reflect on
bulletin
what
from
we've
the
seen?
regional-